Hey YouTube, this is Shadi the Generator. I got another video for y'all. This one's about some bank jugging. You know what I'm saying? If you know what that is, you know what it is. So let's get straight to it. Check it out.
This morning, Fairfax County Police are warning you about a growing trend. It's called bank jugging. And I'm sorry, Wisdom. That's where suspects target people at the bank.
Yeah, we're talking specifically about people who are withdrawing large amounts of cash.
Marcella Robertson on top of this story. She's live in Fairfax County this morning to explain all of this. And Marcella, this has some victims losing thousands of dollars. I mean, we're talking a large amount of money.
Hey guys, good morning. A large amount of money for sure. The latest victim out of $9,500. Fairfax County Police say they are investigating.
So basically, bank jugging sound like, you know what I'm saying, people hit the ATM, they going in to the bank, and they taking out a bunch of money. I done been in the bank and I seen people do this. I don't know if it's for their business, probably for their business or whatever, but they finna go take out 10, 20, 30 bands. They just put it in their pocket. They just walk out with the envelope in their hand, and that ain't too smart. I ain't gonna say that ain't too smart.
10 of these cases throughout the county over the span of about 5 months or so. Many of them happening here in Annandale. One at the Wells Fargo here. We're right along Little.
I sure be thinking like, dang, am I the only one who's seen that? Cause like, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm the only one who's seen that, cause
River Turnpike, and 4 of the cases right across the street at the Hanmi Bank location. What police are saying is typically happening and what they are calling bank jugging is when the suspects are watching the victims as they're withdrawing a large amount of money, whether it's at an ATM, whether it's inside the bank, and then they continue to follow the victim as they run more errands. And when the victim is in a store, potentially leaving that cash in the car, that is when the suspects strike, breaking into the car, getting away with the money. But police say the suspect in the latest case that happened on September 15th was.
So they said they ain't even doing it like at the bank at all. They wait until you leave. They following you. So I don't know. So they just watching people go in the bank and follow on home, because I mean that could be a completely bad strategy. I know people who take money to the bank. I don't know. Then they just casing you out. So I mean they might just be doing their homework,
Much more brazen. According to investigators, the suspect slashed the victim's tire while they were inside the bank, then posed as a good Samaritan before stealing $9,500 cash out of the center console and taking off.
They're doing their homework.
So as he was helping them change the tire, that suspect said, "Hey, I need another Fix-A-Flat," and actually left. But prior to leaving, he entered the vehicle and took the money from the victim.
Police now recommend doing a few things to protect yourself, especially if you frequent ATMs, if you're withdrawing.
Put the money in your drawers like your granny do on everything.
A large amount of cash, and that includes really paying attention to your surroundings and anyone who may be watching you at the bank, putting any cash that you just.
Don't you keep your head on the swivel. Don't just pay attention to your surroundings. Keep your head on the swivel the whole time. Before you go into the bank, after you leave, on everything. When you get to where you going,
took out, put it in something discreet, a purse, a wallet, a different kind of bag, and never leave that cash unattended in your car. Police also suggest switching up your routine. If you head to the same bank, the same ATM, the same time every week, that is the kind of pattern that investigators say criminals are looking out for. And then, of course, if you see anything suspicious.
Yeah, you know what they gonna say. All right, man, that was a pretty quick one. Let's do it. Let's do something else. All right. So this one, let's see. Are you in debt from Cash App glitch? Okay, so they doing these little money.
You've probably seen memes referencing a Cash App glitch and the fact that it affected people in some way.
Damn, this got music in the background. Hopefully, I don't get me copyrighted.
But these memes don't really reveal exactly what happened. Well, I'm here to explain to you how a glitch allowed people to exploit the system for financial gain, until corporate interests caught on and came crashing down hard on those who thought they got away with it, leaving many thousands of dollars in debt. On the 7th of September, Cash App announced it was undergoing payment issues, asking users not to reattempt any actions after encountering errors, assuring customers that they were working on a fix. During this time, users
I don't know how old this video is, but I didn't hear about this one, but I heard about some like glitches and that stuff. And some people I kind of uh, I don't really know them like that, but I heard about them. You know what I'm saying? Some people uh, I kind of brush shoulders with was saying that out the banger they could do this or whatever with something else, and I told they ass hell nah on everything. They would, but you know what I'm saying. But that it always come back to bite you in the long run when you scamming and stuff like that. You know, if you know it always come back to get you on everything. Like uh, so, just don't do it, man. Don't be scamming. If you got legit ways to make money, do that.
Of Cash App found they could magically send themselves money out of thin air, and they could actually use this money to pay for online services. This was fantastic for a short while, as thousands began rushing to put as much money as they could into their
and nigga was getting $40,000 worth of McDonald's. That's the thing. Like if you gonna scam, man, put yourself in a better financial position to pay that shit back whenever they want their money back.
accounts, believing Cash App would honor the process.
Cause they gonna want their money back. I don't know if I think it's something like so many days it's gonna go. They're gonna take that shit to collection. You're gonna have to pay them their money back.
Unfortunately, this gold rush came crashing down when Cash App fixed the glitch, implementing the consequences of people's actions along the way. Anyone who added funds to their account woke up to massive negative numbers in their balance, leading to the uploading of these horrific levels of debt online for all to see. Hence, social media has become inundated with millions of images and videos showing people freaking out about extraordinary financial loss. And because so many accounts uploading videos of the glitch assured it was an easy way to make money, the process became a meme itself. And this begs the question, are those who promoted the glitch thus responsible for the debt incurred by their audience? Will there be legal consequences for those admitting to using the glitch, or will they simply be left to deal with their staggering negative balances? The Cash App terms of service seems to directly address this problem, noting that after an account remains overdrawn for 45 days, Cash App will initiate the process of recovering the funds, beginning by accessing funds from linked sources such as debit cards, credit cards, and bank accounts. The lesson here is, if an internet trend makes out to be the easiest money you'll ever earn, and it seems too good to be true, it definitely.
What kind of monetary value is that? The negative 9 point e to the 28th power. Where's my phone at? Ain't no way that's real, man. Let me see. Hey Siri, what is negative 9 point e to plus 28? Hey Siri, what is negative 9e to the 28th power? Hey Siri, what is negative 9e to the 28th power? So, like, negative $56 million. I don't know how you do that, but
Though there are, of course, those who are taking the piss big time.
Or something like that.
Essentially, the consequences of the Cash App glitch have become a lesson in the dangers of online exploits, and how easy it is to be thrown into unimaginable levels of debt after following the advice of random people online who assure you that they've got all the answers. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
Hey man, y'all stay away from them skimmers and scammers, you know what I'm saying? Them people gonna put you in the slizzers and slammers, you know what I'm saying? So, alright. It says, this is how black Americans were robbed billions of dollars after slavery.
Black American freedom history, we should.
Before I start this video, and I always talk about pick pick yourself up by your own bootstrap and stuff like that. And if you look in American history, you see that black people actually was doing good for plenty, a nice little while after slavery. Then they introduced like the Jim Crow laws, and then that kind of put their foot on their neck so they couldn't, do them things, that they was doing. And then that's, fast forward to today,
Should all know. Did you know that Black Americans placed billions of dollars in today's money in the Freedmen's Bank after slavery and experienced one of the biggest robberies of our black dollars in history because of it? Now, after slavery, Black American freedmen were promised 40 acres and a mule for their economic dependence, but never got it. Whites substituted the land that our ancestors were due with a bank in which they could save and build wealth for themselves. Now, Black Americans began putting the little they had in the bank, but as soon as they did, white President Henry Cook began stealing the hard-earned money of our ancestors by gambling, investing in.
How the hell he get the money though? I know how banks work. They loan the money to like bigger stuff, loan the money out, but
railroad bonds, and even presenting numerous loans to his friends and family. He would steal so much that he would eventually bring the bank into a state of destitution. After, whites would turn to Frederick Douglass to fix the problem, and he tried, but the damage was done. The bank declared bankruptcy and in 1874 was officially closed. At the date of closing, money was due to 61,000 black depositors. None of our freedmen family were ever given back the money lost. Black American freedmen.
yeah, money was up to 61,000. I wonder how many people was in there because they say millions and millions of dollars. I heard about the Freedmen's Bank. They say millions after like within 10 years after slavery. They say like $50 million or something crazy, and they was getting paid pennies. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like after slavery they just got, you know what I'm saying? They just got a big pay raise. Hell no, they was getting like, a penny a week or some shit, a penny a day. Barely, pennies, basically. All right. This title is why we need this material more than oil right now. Okay, so
do you think this material will become more valuable than gold and oil?
Copper is fluctuating today after reaching a 7-month high on Wednesday.
There is a very strong argument for copper prices.
So is copper the new gold?
We think if copper stops existing, our future will be much harder and more expensive to live in. But it's not what you think. Copper has always been playing a part in developing our societies.
So what they saying? We running out of copper?
Starting from the Bronze Age, it happened because blacksmiths managed to forge out copper with tin. And now you can find copper basically everywhere, in smartphones, blenders, and even cars. But what's the reason behind its huge success? Simple. Copper happened to be one of the most useful and affordable conductors of electricity. Not only that, but copper alloys are also used to mix with other resources and create.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to work can I say that? I used to work with copper. Okay, we're gonna put it like that. I used to work with copper, and copper is super. It's a unique metal. I ain't gonna lie, it's very unique. You can do your research on it. You can do your homework and see what I'm talking about. But copper is very unique because that's why we use it for all type of wiring and stuff like that. So eventually, yeah, we probably could run out of copper if that's what
more
we're talking
robust
about.
materials. But what makes it really stand out from all other materials is its ability to be reused multiple times. Nearly all the copper remains in active circulation, and as a matter of fact, we don't even need to mine it. According to the studies, only 12% of copper was mined throughout the world, and it's enough to make practically everything.
Oh, okay. So,
but this image might change really soon. What will happen if copper becomes scarce? Will it have dire consequences on our economy? Will copper become...
Why will it become scarce? They just said that we got enough. We only ever mine 12% of the copper on Earth that we can see. Why would it come scarce? Why would it become scarce? That was super contradictory.
The new oil? Back in May of 2021, investment bank Goldman Sachs released a note calling copper the new oil, and they expect the prices of copper to jump from $9,000 to over $20,000 per ton. Experts from Goldman Sachs are not far from the truth. Their opinion is based on the current trend of electrifying and decarbonizing the world. As we mentioned before, copper is one of the most affordable conductors of electricity, which makes it more appealing to green tech and electric vehicle companies. As large car companies like BMW and Tesla are producing more electric vehicles, they need significantly more copper. And the more green tech companies plant solar panels and wind turbines, the more copper they'll need. And we have numbers to back up this claim. Let's look at this graph. As you can see, a regular gas car needs 50 pounds of copper to be made, but its counterpart, a full battery electric car, requires a stunning 83 kilograms of copper because of more rotors in its electric engine. And EV companies are already looking to shorten their consumption of this material. Look no further. Elon Musk stated that Tesla is changing the makeup of their battery packs to cut copper usage in their EVs.
First approximation, that means we need only about a quarter as much copper for, in the car as would be needed for a 12-volt battery.
Same with power grids. Each year, countries around the world lay thousands of miles of new power grids and replace the old ones. If the trend of electrifying continues, we'll need to use up 13 million tons of copper by 2030, unlike today's expenses of 8 tons. The power grid is an astonishing #1 consumer of copper. If we want power grids to transition the renewable energy, we must give more copper to the producers of this energy. For example, a single solar power plant needs 5.5 tons of copper per megawatt of power generation, and the windmills, they can't generate energy without 4.7 tons of copper per megawatt. As we move to a decarbonized world, we're putting U to the C in the periodic table, and we need to pay a big price for it. But what if we told you we shouldn't be worried about it at all? The shortage doesn't mean we're running out of copper.
All right, y'all. So basically, we running out of copper, and we could just dig for some more, but they don't want to. So, they gonna jack up the prices, you know. So, I think it's gonna wrap it up for this video. If y'all like this type of content, y'all want to see more, you know, you made it this far, I want you to like, comment, subscribe. You know, do all that. Hit the notification bell. I got a lot of videos now, so, you know, go ahead, go to my homepage, scroll through, see if you like more videos. All right. I appreciate your time. Y'all have a great night, and maybe I'll drop another one tonight. Peace.